Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Saturday morning here in Melbourne. Because let's go up to our friends in the US, and we're heading to California this time. And of course, for the Cougars in particular, they started their conference season in a blazing start as well. They are currently sitting nicely with an 8-1 conference record. Of course, they're also on a 3-game winning streak as well. Of course, we've got 4 very special guest joins right now to tell us a bit about it. Thanks, Oi, for joining us.
No, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Will.
No worries. I'll get each of you to introduce yourselves and what position you'll play on the court.
All right, well, I guess I'll start. My name is Molly Whitmore. I'm originally from Adelaide, South Australia, so it's very lovely and refreshing hearing Australian accents again. I'm a senior on the AP women's basketball team, and I play a center. So I'm the big girl that does a lot of the hitting and a lot of the rebounding under the rim. That's my main job.
I can go next. I'm Lauren. I am from Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. I am a freshman, and I'm a guard on the women's basketball team.
Okay, I can go next. So, I'm Paige Uyahara. I'm from San Jose, California. So, Northern California, about 6 hours or so from here. I'm a junior and I am a point guard.
My name is Kelly Heimberger. I'm also from San Jose, so Bay Area. I am a sophomore and I'm like a power forward.
Fantastic week you've had already. Of course, you beat Holly Names on the Saturday and then Point Luma on this Wednesday by double digits. Tell us about those 2 games.
Well, over the break, we've been practicing really hard. We're actually really proud of ourselves because without school, basketball is the only thing we've had to focus on. And that can be a good thing. And it also can be a bad thing because it can be quite draining. But we really pulled our heads in and we knew that there were some important games to win and it would set us up for future rankings. So, yeah, we worked hard. We played together as a team. We scouted really well and our chemistry was very impressive. So I think we're all very proud of ourselves that we were able to get those 2 wins straight after break, especially after having such a long time off.
I think also it was really great since we finished off the year with a loss. It was really important for us to get those 2 wins, 3 wins to be honest. Especially the recent one against Point Loma, that was a big win for us because we knew it was going to be a tough game, especially at their home court. So I'm really proud that we got to stay together and we're very optimistic and very unified as a team throughout the last few weeks.
This coming week, you're heading to the beautiful island of Hawaii for 3 games. I guess how's the preparations been like, and when do you actually head over to Hawaii?
We leave Sunday morning. Our preparation, honestly, we've just been doing our normal practice and stuff. I don't think we've done too much scout because we played them before and stuff. But yeah, we have practice today in a few hours, so just pretty much normal stuff. Yeah, we leave soon.
Get a chance to, at least enjoy yourselves in Hawaii over the 3 or 4 or 5 days that you're over there?
I hope so. I've never actually been. My family's actually coming over, so I'm really stoked to see them. So they're heading over today. They're leaving today. So I'm excited to see them come over to Hawaii.
No, yeah, we definitely get some time off. Last year we went snorkeling as a team. The year before that we went surfing. So it's definitely a fun environment to just be traveling with the group of girls that we have. And then not many people will see their coach try to get up on a surfboard and ride some waves in while the rest of us were struggling, but it's definitely nice. I know this year we are really fortunate to have actually a lot of parents and family members going. So it'll also be good that we'll have our own little cheering section at each of the games.
At the moment, you're doing pretty well as a team. 13-3 overall record, 8-1 as in the conference, put in a 3-game winning streak. Must be pretty happy where you are at the moment.
We're very happy. I think a lot of us were a tiny bit, I don't know if nervous is the right word, but hesitant after having that Christmas break because it is such a long time without picking up a basketball. But we're really excited with where we're at. Our motivation and our mindset's exactly where it needs to be. And Hawaii is always a good bonding experience for all of us, as well as seeing a lot of our family members, especially for Lauren for being so far away from home, myself as well. So Hawaii is always a really good reset to remember why we're playing in the first place, to not just be teammates, but friends and have fun together and just remember why we started playing in the first place. So we're all in a really good mind space and we're so excited to hopefully continue this winning streak.
Of course, you got an incredible road record as well. 7-1 on the road, 5-0 at home. Do you prefer one to the other, home or on the road? Because you seem to do well on both.
Home.
Obviously, home is more convenient. You know, we don't have like any drowsiness or stuff from like plane flights and traveling and hotel rooms. We probably prefer to be in our own bed sometimes over traveling in hotel rooms. But yeah, I'm a bit in the middle. I do like home games because it's obviously more convenient, but I like traveling because I'm in a foreign country, so I don't mind it.
When we don't have school, traveling's great because we only have to worry about having fun and playing basketball. But when we have school, it can be very stressful, and getting on Zoom for classes and doing exams, sometimes with the time difference, it can be a bit stressful. But if we don't have school, traveling's a lot of fun.
Tell us about your amazing head coach.
Coach is he's a great coach, honestly. I think everyone can attest to this, but we definitely are very lucky with him. He's very easy to get along with, and I think he definitely treats us with a lot of respect and stuff, and he does a good job of like listening to us with different things. Like he'll change practice times for us when he knows that we're really tired or stuff like that. And yeah, he like looks for us for input and stuff like that, which is really cool to have in a coach. If anyone else wants to add anything.
Oh, okay, I can add. No, I definitely agree with Kel. Coach really treats us as family, and I feel like as a head coach does a really good job of emphasizing that with the team and the culture. Just from the get-go, he understands too that we're all at Azusa for school first, so to put academics first. So if we're not doing well in the classroom, then it doesn't necessarily always translate to us playing well on the court. And he does a really good job of that and making sure that we're just getting our studies done and staying on top of our work. And then going back to family, I mean, he has his son-in-law as one of our assistant coaches, and his wife's at all our games. And we've actually gone over to his house a couple of times just for dinners and stuff like that to really kind of bring us closer together as not just teammates, but as friends and just like big influences in each other's lives.
It's really rare to find a coach that not only cares about winning and the chemistry on the floor, but actually cares about our well-being as women as well. He cares about us first and foremost. And then of course his job's to win basketball games, but he wants us to thrive in life emotionally, spiritually, and physically, not just winning basketball games. And that's really rare to find at a college level.
Yeah, especially with me, like I've really connected with Coach, and I've known him probably the least, obviously, amount compared to the other three because I'm a freshman. But from the get-go, we had a good connection. He was very outgoing. He cares very much about his team. He'll put us first over him, and it's very appreciative of him throughout the year.
So how did all four of you get involved in basketball, and why did you choose it?
Pretty good growing up, and I was getting into a bit of trouble in primary school. So they chucked me in under 10s and kind of took what I was experiencing out on the floor, and it turned out pretty well. I was pretty good at it, but yeah, just I played like 5 sports growing up, and I was the best at basketball, and I eventually knew that if I kept going, it could help me get a free education. So I continued with it. I made sure that my love for it stayed strong. So I wasn't just doing it as a job, but I wanted to make sure that joy was still there. But pretty much normal story with a lot of kids in Australia. You play a bunch of different sports and then you pick your favorite or the one that you're best at.
I think for me, I didn't really, I don't want to say I didn't have a choice, but I started very young. My parents both played growing up. My dad coached the state teams, the national team. So it was kind of inevitable that me and my siblings would go into that sport because it was very well known in my family. And same with Molly, I played other sports. I played netball and, all that type of stuff. And I really liked basketball. It was really fun. And I got to just grow to love it, which when I started realizing it was serious, I just kept going and now I'm here. So
Yeah, so kind of similar, I guess. Growing up, I'm one of the youngest out of all my cousins. So they played basketball, whatever sport they played, I ended up actually playing. So grew up on the baseball field, soccer field, in the gym, you name it, I was probably there. But yeah, grew up just watching them and then me idolizing my older cousins. I wanted to always be like them. So I ended up playing basketball. I had to pick between basketball and gymnastics, so I ended up picking basketball. And I think I've kind of just recently like refound my love for the game and just enjoying the moment of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's kind of similar too. I have older siblings, so I was kind of always doing what they were doing. So I first got into basketball by joining a team that my sister was already on. But both my parents absolutely love basketball and watch it all the time and stuff. So they definitely were very encouraging of me pursuing that. But I also played soccer competitively for a while. So then in high school, I had to choose and ended up choosing basketball, which was definitely the right choice.
All four you mentioned right at the start, what position you'll play on the court. If you had a dream position where you'd love to convince the coaches to put you, where would that be? Be honest.
Definitely. Wouldn't mind that.
I personally like my position, so I don't know. I'd stay where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm going back. Mine's not really realistic, but I mean, it's a dream. But Kelly, yeah, same with Kelly. I should probably stay where I am for the benefit of the team.
I also like my position. I like being a 2-3, a wing, a guard. I love that Paige is a point guard. I think she can do her, ankle breaks and stuff going up the court. I'm okay with not being in that position. But yeah, I'm good with my position. I don't really have if I could trade.
No, yeah, I think I agree with all of them. I like the position I'm at. And I can't really see myself like, especially with my height, like I definitely can't see myself trying to battle down low in the post like that. I just don't think that would end very well for me.
So Molly and Lauren, of course, being Aussies,
Try
you must
anything
give
else.
your local association a bit of a shout out.
So I grew up playing juniors at West Adelaide Bearcats in South Australia. I played all juniors there and I started my Premier League career there. And then I headed over to Woodville Warriors where my dad grew up and my mum played as well. And that is where I will be playing in the off season. I will come back and play for the Woodville Warriors Women's Premier League team, NBL1.
I grew up in Werribee, Victoria in the West. I played my domestic team there for Iramu Basketball Club, and I joined the rep at a very young age for Werribee, now Wyndham, all my career throughout. And then I joined the Big V team, which recently just won the premiership. So I'm glad when I come back to play in the team again at Wyndham. Always been at Wyndham. Just been there. Yeah.
Now, Paige and Kelly, you're both from the same hometown of San Jose. Two questions I need to ask both of you. Have either of you played against each other before you came over to college? And number two, I guess, how good is it to finally be on the same team if you have played against each other back home?
Okay, yeah, so I guess I can go. So me and Kelly, our high schools are actually in the same league. So for my last 3 years and her first 3 years, we played against each other twice a year. And then I actually had guest played with her older sister's club team before, so I've played like a tournament with her sister. But it's definitely crazy how small the world is and where you end up, because Kelly and I have a couple like mutual friends, so we had always like known of each other. We've said like hi to each other, but we didn't really know each other on that like friendship level. So it was kind of fun, and I don't know, I enjoyed that. It was nice to have someone that I kind of already knew coming in and getting to finally be teammates instead of like rivals with each other.
Yeah, definitely. It was very nice coming in, and like Paige reached out to me when I was first coming in, so it was nice to just have a familiar face, even though we weren't that close. But it's definitely it's a lot more fun to play together. Paige is difficult to guard, but I definitely feel like we got some sort of Bay Area connection or something, which is fun to play with.
Okay, so you two are not going to get away with my next question then, considering both you played against each other at least the 2 or 3 years. So who has won all these contests?
I want to say we've gone like half and half.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I think it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Orby, what does the sport of basketball mean to Orby, and especially playing for AP?
Basketball, yes, it's about the game and it's fun and it's entertaining, but I think basketball teaches you communication. It teaches you how to work as a team. It teaches you to listen to other perspectives. It teaches you how to respect authority. It teaches you a bunch of life lessons that, you know, sport isn't just sport. It can teach you and it can mold you into an amazing person. And at APU, the school in general, this APU is so encouraging and loving and gracious and kind, and they want us to be amazing people, not just the best athletes we can be. But Coach Hardiman's amazing. Basketball has opened so many doors for me that would never have been open otherwise. It's brought me to Los Angeles, California for one. So it's, looking back, it's amazing just to see what opportunities basketball has given me.
I can relate to Molly in a way. Being in a small suburb in Victoria to now playing at a collegiate level in Los Angeles at APU, it's a big thing for me. And I think I have to thank obviously Coach Hardiman for that. But basketball, I grew up my whole life and I've learned that for me, it has brought you also life lessons and also how to be social and interact with other people who are different in any ways. Just also in basketball sense, living here, I learned different perspectives from different cultures and stuff, which I really, really appreciate. And it helps me be a better person than just or previously been. APU is a really good community. Like I love it that here. I think I've learned so much just being in a semester in. We're just starting our new semester. But yeah, I think it's been great here.
Yes, I kind of agree with them that basketball has given me just a lot of different opportunities. And I think it's also allowed me just to meet some people who have had such big impacts on my life, whether they be like friends, teammates, coaches, or just parents. I've met a lot of my friends that I've had for years just through the sport. And for me, it's also kind of like an outlet. I think we can all agree that when school gets tough, or sometimes when life gets hard, that just going into a gym, putting up shots, or just playing pickup with some of your teammates, it can be such a good outlet and such just a good bonding moment. And then with APU, like we've said, with Coach Hardiman, he just creates such that family aspect, and even APU as a community. When I had gotten injured my freshman year, I was going through a lot, and just knowing that I had everyone's support, whether they were on our women's team, on the men's team, on other sports, or even just some of my professors, just knowing that they were going to check in on me and make sure I was okay, it meant the world to me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with everything they said already. Basketball has created a ton of opportunities for me and can also be a really good outlet, like mentally and stuff. And I think just being able to come into the school and kind of having like built-in community already was really, really helpful. And I think something that is pretty unique to being an athlete, being able to come in and have that team already. And then obviously just having such a great team of great people and coaches and stuff. We're really, really lucky. And yeah, just the overall APU community is really cool. And it's definitely like a pretty close-knit school, which is really fun to be part of.
What have all four of you learnt from each other on and off the basketball court?
I'm not always right. There may, even though I think one way is the right way and everyone else is wrong, the other way may still work, just may not be my first choice. But this team has, and I'll be completely transparent and vulnerable right now, this team has showed me and taught me a lot. I grew up around men basketball players, so my language and my mentality towards the game can be very tough and very blunt and very direct. That's how I grew up. And I've learned that a lot of people haven't grown up that way. And sometimes you need to approach a situation a lot more nicer and maybe understanding different perspectives a little bit more instead of just going in there and saying exactly what you feel. So this team has taught me and been very gracious to me with how to communicate and how everyone learns differently. So just because I think something should be done this way, it can be done another way, and we always end up at the same destination. It just can be different paths to get to the same spot of success. So I'm very, very grateful for that. This team's very patient, and I appreciate that.
I really looked up to my team in a way as being new and stuff. So I always take in what they're trying to say to me, whether it's basketball related or not, because I know they've been in that situation, especially with Molly, with international students. Like, she understands in that level, but also like other people understand because they're also from different states as well, not just from California. But yeah, I've learned how to be outside my comfort zone with the team and letting them in to my like knowing me and not being like shut off like with the blinds type of thing, just letting me be myself, I guess you can say.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Lauren. Just being able to be vulnerable with each other. I think that's something where I'm the type of person where if I'm going through something, I will lock myself in my room, like kind of cut people off and like be by myself. Where these group of girls, like both the team here now and just past teams, they've really opened their arms and been like, it's okay to not be okay. And I think especially just being athletes and students, we really are hard on ourselves about school and how we perform on the court, and just when life happens, that I think sometimes we forget ourselves that we are humans too. And I feel like the team and the girls that we have are do such a good job of like just reminding each other that we are humans, we're athletes, and we're at that point in our life too where we're figuring our stuff out, and that we have each other's back and we can have each other to rely on when the going gets tough, but they're also there when like we're at the highest of highs. So
Yeah, I completely agree with everything they said. They've definitely, this group and the past few teams I've been on here have definitely helped me learn to be a little bit more vulnerable, because I know that I can fully trust them and stuff. And yeah, I'm just very comfortable around them. Like I'm naturally a very shy person, but with this team, like I have no worries about it. And I'm definitely much more like my most outgoing self with them, which is really fun.
Finish off a couple light-hearted questions about the team. So for anyone can answer this. First one is, who had the most embarrassing moment on the basketball court this season, and what was it?
Kelly, didn't you like faceplant at one point during the game? I don't know. I remember you falling. Maybe it wasn't you. I don't know. Or was it Tylee?
Kaden face planted, like hit her nose on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Kaden. There was one time where there was a free throw happening and we were all lining up. I don't know if anyone caught it, but everyone on the floor laughed at me. There was a free throw and we were all lining up and I thought it was only one shot, but it was two. And I did I boxed out really hard, but no one moved because it was two shots and I boxed out on the first. I don't know how many times I've done that, but that was at home and I can't remember who that was against, but that was this year. And coach saw it. He laughed, like he wasn't upset or anything like that. But yeah, that sucked. That wasn't fun when that happened. I can think of a couple, but I'm struggling to think of a lot this year. But there's definitely been a lot in general.
There was one where it literally happened this week. Kelly, I don't know if you heard it, but Kelly had missed a shot during our game last week. It was a total air ball. And then during practice, I airballed and he looks at Kelly and goes, "Hey, it looks like your shot, but I think you're just like spreading it to the team." And then later on in practice, I airballed again and he goes, "I think you have to stop hanging out with Kelly because you two are shooting too similar."
They're not letting me live that one down. It was bad.
Pump up songs before a game.
I don't know if we necessarily have an exact song. I'm not usually in the locker room right before everyone walks out. I'm usually on the floor. So I don't know if there is a specific song that we always listen to, but we always take a pre-game selfie. We always get in a picture. That's usually either on Amaya or Paige's phone. And right before we go out, we all bang our lockers really, really hard. And then after we bang our lock, and I'm talking scream bloody murder, like loud. And then we all run in a circle and we scream for like a good 20 seconds. And that gets us pumped up. And then we run out and then we do our last warm up before the anthem happens.
I think recently we started doing a little type of rap battles to hype us up. Yeah, Maya gave a good one on Wednesday. I think that was pretty good. But yeah, one person at least each game will come up with something and we'll just get all hyped up about it because it's really, really good.
Yeah, I don't know if we have like our designated pregame song that we play right before we run out of the locker room, but play a lot of throwback songs, just songs that we can all kind of sing to and get excited to play.
Swift. Or maybe I just like Taylor Swift. I get excited when Paige puts her on.
Who's the comedian, the best singer, and internet TikTok/Be Real?
Kaden doesn't stop singing. Kaden is singing all the time, and making animal noises all the time. All the time.
She's a really good singer. Like she's
No,
good.
she is. So it's not annoying because the annoying thing is that she'll start singing a song and it'll get in all of our heads and then we'll start singing it. But it's not bad singing because she's a really, really good singer, but it gets stuck in our heads. And I'm gonna pick on Kelly because she mentioned before how she's naturally really, really shy, but she's come out of her shell a lot this last year and is hilarious. I never knew she was that funny, but Kelly's very, very funny, very entertaining to listen to.
I think I'd also have to give that one to Tylee.
Kelly and Tylee are like
she's my partner.
Yeah, they make funny too. They will do that.
Thanks.
Especially one stand friend, but yeah.
No, 100%. I think Ty, and then if you add Ty and Kelly together, you already know like your stomach's gonna be hurting from laughing. Like as soon as you walk in the room, it just never fails. Those two together.
I share a room with them, like at practice when we're all at separate basket shooting. I share a room with them, and they don't even speak English to each other. They make noises, and they know exactly what the other one's saying, and they just start laughing. They don't even talk English. Like they know what a certain noise means, and then they just start. I don't know. I'm there half the time trying to figure out what they're talking about. But Kylie and Kelly together, definitely, like Paige said, all be ready to laugh.
Thanks. I do say though, I think our whole team is pretty hilarious.
She says
we have a good time together. Just saying.
Fun.
Yeah, I definitely think Caden's one of our best singers. Um, I agree with Molly. She does sing a lot, but I mean, when she sings that well, honestly, I don't mind it because I cannot carry a tune to save my life. So by all means, I love it though.
Ooh, TikTok and Be Real.
I think a couple of people have B-reels.
I like Paige's Be Real. Some of them are really interesting. Like, I think it's great. I think Paige. I reckon Paige.
I reckon Paige and Caden again, for Be Real. I think Caden, both Caden and Paige. They're the only ones I've ever been in. I don't know about anyone else, but I know that I'm usually in their B Reels.
I personally don't have Be Real, but I'm in them whenever if I see somebody put their phone up, I'm like just smiling into it. I don't care who it is, but I probably need to download the app to do it. But yeah, I personally don't have Be Real, so yeah.
I might be exposing myself with this, but sometimes like I don't post Be Real like right when it goes off. And then like when I'm with like everyone, me and Kaden will usually come up with like a pose or like we'll do something funny for them. So I will admit that I don't always post when the Be Real time goes off. Sometimes it's a couple hours late, but
Kelly, you're not going to get away with this question, considering what the others have just mentioned about I think Molly mentioned about the strange language, type of language. It's not English. So can you just describe exactly what type of language that you and Karen uses?
I honestly think it's mainly just the fact that Kylie and I mumble, but we're just able to understand each other. And it probably sounds very weird, but I don't know. We just have a lot of like inside jokes that are just hard. So that's the best way I can describe it. But definitely a lot of mumbling.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is. Or
Yeah.
they'll be mid-laugh, trying to like inhale and still speak at the same time, and you can't understand what they're saying, but they know exactly what each other are talking about.
Now, Lauren and Molly, I need to ask you this. How's the Aussie accent going around your teammates?
Seriously. I get mad at Lauren because I get mad at her because she puts it on and I'm like, we're a team against them. Against them.
TikTok, like I'll like quote something from like TikTok and they'll have like an accent, so I'll do it. And she's like, Lauren, what are you doing? I'm like, it's just a sound. And she's like, no, don't. It's funny though, the team does try, especially Caden. I've taught Caden a couple of things. She needs, with like no, they go no.
Yeah,
no.
apparently there's an R in no. No.
Apparently. But I think, to be honest, like I'll be on the bench helping call out plays, and they'll like mimic me because it's obviously different. So I'll say something and they go, what? And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll try again. But yeah, I think the team probably finds it entertaining at times because sometimes when we talk, we have different ways of sayings and stuff, like slang, obviously, and they'll look at us like, okay, but they don't understand what we're saying. And then we have to elaborate on it a little bit more. But it's the same thing with the American accent. Sometimes I'm just like,
yeah, so
it's completely fine. It just
me being here for 4 years, there are several things that I don't even try to say American. It just comes out. And when I go home every summer for Australian winter, my mum's not happy because I have that Californian twang and I don't even try to have it. But because I'm not around Australians every day. I call my parents like a couple times a week, but it's not the same as being around it all the time. So words definitely slip out here and there, but I try to not. But whenever, like Lauren said, whenever someone tries to mimic us, it always comes out British or Scottish for some reason. It never comes out Australian ever. It's always British. It's like we don't
New Zealand
like that.
Or even outside of basketball, some people thought I was from New Zealand.
Yeah, or Kiwi.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that. I was like, really? Okay. But no, you're a bit off. But yeah.
I think we're used to it.
Yeah. I am glad though I have Molly, because then she can be like, she understands. So if I say something, she'll be like, I get it. Don't worry, I got you. But other than that, I think the team understands us pretty well. I don't think it's that thrown off with our accent. I don't think it's full on like very Bogan and like Oka type, like the Irwins at least.
Yeah, Lauren didn't get nearly as much heat as I got when I came here first. I got made fun of all the time. And then all the time, but they were laughing with me, not at me. It was a group thing. But then when Lauren came, the lucky girl didn't get nearly as much heat as I got, because everyone kind of got it out of the system by meeting me. So she's lucky.
Thank you guys for being understanding.
So has Paige and Kelly tried the Aussie accent?
Yeah, do it.
I've tried, but I can't say I'm too good at it.
I don't think I've ever had Paige try to do it at all. It's mainly Kelly. Kelly, Kaden, Erica, and that's about it, really.
They can only do it when they're like angry though. So they can do a really good accent, but it has to be, because a lot of people can't talk Australian or British when it's just normally, but when it's like, oh my goodness, I am so mad that, like, whenever they're doing it, they do it in an angry way, and then they're really good at it, especially Kaden. Caden's our little theater guru. That was a lot. I apologize. Sorry about that.
No, but it's great overall. Love them to bits, though.
Lauren and Molly, have you convinced Paige or Kelly or any of your teammates to come down to Australia?
A lot of them say they want to.
I tried to convince Coach to do an exhibition in Australia.
Oh my gosh, I'd love that.
I know. I'm trying to and he was like, will you host us? I'm like, yes.
We could take them everywhere.
We can take them anywhere.
But the sad thing is the bugs and the spiders and the
snakes
is a massive stereotype here. And I keep telling everyone the suburbs look exactly the same here. Just if you live on farmland, yeah, there's a spider and carpet pythons every once in a while, but it's not nearly as bad as the media say. But that's the number one reason why people don't want to come. But they don't realize that it's not really as big of a thing as everyone says. But I know Paige definitely wants to go, and I know Kelly does as well. We've all spoken about it. Everyone wants to go, which is good, but they're just terrified of the snakes and spiders. And
I'm happy to host anybody who in our team ever wants to come down. Like, honestly,
it's
really
time.
Do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual? That's a better question.
Paige, you have one.
Wait, I have a few. Which one are you talking about?
Paige has a couple. You always wear a certain spandex. Skins
Oh,
for
yeah.
in Australia, spandex are skins. Well, yeah, they call it spandex over here, but Paige always wears the same ones.
They're black with like the pink band around. Always wear those every game day. And then if they're not washed, then I have to wear like a spandex that has the color pink on it. I don't know why that I made that a thing, but like it is a thing and I'm just going with it now. And then I always put like my right shoe on before my left shoe. I don't know why I do that either, but I realized that like it's like a constant thing and I don't think about it sometimes. So like I don't recognize it, but then I don't remember I don't remember which team it was, but one of my teammates had said something and then I realized that yeah, every game day it's right and then left. It's never left and then right.
I've got a couple. I didn't realize it until one time I was overreacting about something. It was a hair tie. It was literally a hair tie. I have this certain hair tie that I have, and I made sure I brought it over here with me. That, I don't know, it just brought me some good luck, touch wood. My skins, I have like 2 pairs that I always alternate with. But yeah, and also what I eat on game day. I'm always very superstitious about that. I have to have the exact breakfast or lunch, whatever time the game is. I have to have the same meal every time. So I've actually got a few. It sounds really crazy now I think of it, that a singular hair tie really can ruin my day. I don't know. But yeah, definitely that.
So just before Molly and Kelly answers this one, the same question, So Lauren, you mentioned about meals, which obviously, you know, I'm assuming meals are different between back home and here and over there in the US. Have you changed it at any, like changed the different type of meals?
I try to keep it the same. It has alternated a little bit from living here because my options can be a little bit limited. Because I don't have like a kitchen in my room. I've got to figure out a way to do my own meals. But just like little things. It's not like a massive change. Like for example, I always had to have certain fruit like strawberries, pineapple, grapes, that type of stuff. So that's easy to find. But what's changed is smoothies. I usually not have smoothies back at home, but I do here, type of thing, like a bowl. But yeah, that's a little thing that's changed.
Yeah, for a while, and I haven't done I haven't done it this year because I've run out, but Vegemite crumpets I had every morning.
Do you want one? I've got 4 tubs.
Please. I got, my parents sent over a jar of like a jar of Vegemite, and every game day home games I would have Vegemite crumpets because it's like a double whammy, not just Vegemite toast but Vegemite crumpets because they both remind me of home. But I ran out of Vegemite, so I haven't had it recently.
I'll bring some tonight. My family's brought.
Okay, lovely.
I don't need Vegemite, and they're like, "What?"
But that's been a pre-game thing for me, but I haven't done that in a while. But that was my freshman and sophomore year. Vegemite crumpets were massive for me on game days.
I honestly don't have much. I think I like to wear like the same 1 or 2 pairs of spandex and like sports bra and stuff. And I usually like to have my hair in like some sort of braid. But I think that's the main thing. I don't really have too many.
I brought up our Starbucks friends.
Yeah, we mentioned coffee. You always drink coffee before.
Starbucks is very helpful. You need the energy.
Well, all 4 of you, thank you so much for getting up some of your time to join us. It's awesome having all 4 of you on the show, and can't wait to continue to support, of course, APU throughout the rest of this season. You're doing pretty well at the moment. 8-1 in your conference at the moment, and of course, heading over to beautiful Hawaii coming up this week, and hopefully it continues that winning streak over there in Hawaii before, of course, that big run home in February.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. And of course, if you want to support the APU throughout the season, of course, all their games, I think they're all live streamed. Because we'll put their upcoming schedule, including their trip to Hawaii this week, because on our social media. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.